What's going on, everybody? We are now live, just setting up the camera and shit. Let's go with that. That's a perfect angle. There we go. All right. Okay, so now freaking hot tub streams, man. I do not get that. Dashboard, share stream. We gonna copy, and now let's open the Insta Grizzle. Create. Actually, we're gonna do a little bit different. We're gonna go like this. This is why, I swear, the quality of photos taken on a tablet, they're so ass. That's why I never shoot on my tablet. We're live, folks. White on white. Now we're gonna go pick. Now let's go with green because the Dynames is green. Let's add a background to that. Yeah. Okie dokie. So whenever you go live, you gotta let the community know, Ah, what's up, Dan? Yo, okay, I got no beef against tablets. I have beef with tablet cameras. Okay, let's just make that clear. Let me just make that clear, alright? I got no beef with tablets, just their cameras. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing good. I got all my gear here. Just make sure you're looking good on the camera. Yes, sir. Perfect. So I got all my runners lined up. I have the body here. If you follow me on Instagram at yourboy_creates, you see the whole progress. I do need a better camera, dude. I have two that I use. One is a actual dedicated Canon EOS Rebel T7. I know it has different names in different regions of the world, but since I know where you're located, chances are you're going to be searching for a Rebel T7. It's a nice entry-level camera. It cost me around, I think it was like $600-700 for the camera plus the kit lens, which is this one right here. Nice 18 to 55 millimeter lens. And since I know you're based in the States, with the conversion, it should run you maybe about like $550-ish, give or take. And my second camera is my iPhone camera, which I can't showcase because I'm streaming off of that tonight. So, yeah. As I was saying, this is where, for those who tuned in to my stream last week, I basically just cut this out. I'll answer that in 1 second. I basically cut this out and I did a Spicely assembly reel putting this bad boy together, and I gotta say, man, it's really dope. It's coming out nice. It's just the body. I have the head here ready to get cleaned up. I have to clean up these nub marks off of these pieces. And then once that's done, assembly, put a head on this bad boy, and then we're going to move on to the arms. So, to answer your question, how to transfer pics from the Canon to a device like, say, an iPad or phone. So, the way that I do it, the camera has an SD card. And what I do is, because I have Apple devices, so, you got to dish extra money out on getting adapters and et cetera, et cetera. I had to purchase the SD card reader So I just pop that in there, plug this into my computer via USB-C, and depending on what computer you have, or what tablet you have, or what gen of iPad, the one that I have is the iPad Air, so it has a USB-C, so I could plug it directly in. I'm not going to open my camera roll because it might be some exposing pics. So you could either plug it in and then you could import it directly, or actually I could show you quickly via files. Let me just find my files. There you go. Here I got nothing incriminating. So here we go, EOS Digital, and then you just go to where your cameras are stored. Everything here is all Gunpla pics. And it's basically the same on a desktop, laptop, any device that has a USB-C cable. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you got some pictures of the high noon loading up. And these are the ones that I actually took today. I don't mind showing you this because I already posted it on the gram. As soon as they load up. Let's see. Might take a while because I have a ton of photos on this thing. But basically these ones here are the shots there that I took last night and posted this morning on the gram. So that's basically how you import stuff from the SD card. And then to eject, on tablets there is no eject button, so you just pull it out. But on laptops, computers, PCs, etc., right click, eject safely, or just eject, and that's how you get access to the photos. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the iPad, it's very, very good for mobile setups. So I gotta stay hydrated. I'm trying to do some photo shoots myself with the heavy arms with this armament. Dude, there was a comment that Ewalt made that I replied to. It needs more guns. I saw that one post there, and I was like, yeah, man, with the amount of Gatlings on it, it's still not enough. So before I start cleaning things up, see, I got all my tools here. Got my hobby knife, fresh blade, got the kit. I have my different nippers. Reasons why I have two God hands was because this one here with the black dot, I accidentally dropped and the blade bent, and that really impacted the quality of the nips. So I had to go out and purchase a brand new one. This one is fresh. Look, you can see the difference. This one, the old one has like some grime marks on it from when I painted and etc., and this one's like fresh, clean, brand new, solid flat blade. And yeah, so this one, these nippers I don't really use anymore because when I cut things off of the runner, I noticed the plastic actually starts to get damaged. But these red ones, they're not as I guess the best thing to say would be they don't have as much mileage as these blue ones here. So I alternate between the two of them depending on how big the gate is, and then I go for the clean snip with the God hand. And for these clear parts, because of the way that the runner is made, when you snip them, it's pretty much like a clean, I guess like glass would be the best way to say it. Oh no, we're not falling like dominoes. Yeah, so I use the bent God hands, and then I use the fresh God hands to get that clean snip. Then of course we have the razor files for cleaning up. Like, look, you could barely even see, well, I mean it's assembled now, but you could barely even see where some of these nippers were, except for this part here. I got a little overzealous and I cut it a little too deep, but don't worry, when you paint it, it's the primer is gonna take care of that. So we're just gonna close that back. All right. Dude, for the heavy arms, I would recommend shooting with your phone, man. Like, until you like decide to invest and get a legitimate camera, phone shooting is the way to go. That's how I started my account, and obviously with time I grew, and then I decided to opt in to get a real camera. And well, yeah, here we are now. So, yeah, get that one clean snip. There we go. Man, I love these Gundam primer files, man. Oh my goodness. Sponsor me. One of my buddies in the community, Blue Car 7, does some amazing reels. He actually posted a story a few days ago, or was it yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday, where he actually locked in a sponsorship with Gun Primer, man. Oh, yo, big shout out to him for doing that, man. That's, you can see some quality work coming out of his stuff soon. He's already got fire reels, but look forward to more spicy content. All right. Look at this. Look at this, man. Clean, bro. I am for 2 reasons. I still put my name in the corner, and I feel like my vids look... Yes, dude. When I shoot my videos... Okay, so the Canon T7 that I was talking about earlier, the one that I have, it maxes out at 1080p, but my phone could shoot up to 4K. So that's why my videos look crisp, because I shoot at 4K 60 frames to get the best quality as possible for my reels. I don't really post videos on my story, but yeah, for my YouTube page, your boy underscore creates, don't worry, I'll put links to everything down below or on the side or whatever, because I repost my live streams to my YouTube page for accessibility, because Twitch, after 7 days, they delete them unless you're a Prime member or affiliate. And having just started out on Twitch, this is probably maybe like what, my 4th or 5th live stream, I'm nowhere near affiliate level. And with that comes, I think, what, 60 days of storing your past broadcasts? Perfect. One piece down. Yes, for like watermarking, putting our names in the corner of photos, I do that too, but I do that all in post-production for my photos. So my process is, when I shoot like a whole ton of photos. Like I like do at least what, like 5 or 6 photos per pose, but in a session, what I'm clocking in maybe about like 50 to 60 photos, depending on what I'm doing, on what I'm shooting. But so after that, after the shoot, then I would, oh, that is a clean cut. I don't even need to clean that up. Oh wow. God's hand. Yeah, sorry, I digress. So, what was I saying? Yeah, my process. So, oh my, sorry, I got distracted again. This thing is smooth, boy. Just tap it up a little bit. Yeah, so I shoot, then I import said photos to Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom. I know you know about that. That is my go-to editing app, because when I shoot, I like maintaining the overall integrity of the image and not changing it up too much, because I want people to see what I see, you know? That's why I don't do any like deep edits, like Photoshop style, because, well, that's not what I'm doing on my page. I like showing people exactly what I do, how I shoot, etc., etc. So I'd go through the whole thing, the, you know, point curve, exposure, white balance, you know, all that good stuff. and then at the end when I export, then I slap in my watermark, your boy underscore creates. And oh man, I love these fresh pair of God hands. God hand. Wow. I probably do half that at most. Yeah, you see me, I took a photography course, so like I do, depending on what shot would impact what I edit. I don't always shoot everything, like do like a full deep edit all the time. And a little trick for when you start shooting on a camera, like a legitimate camera, if you nail the white balance setting on device, you won't need to touch it in post. Meaning, if you know your studio setup, you know your lighting setup, and you have your white balance set perfectly on your camera, meaning like if the color's too warm or too cool, warm being more like on the orangey side, cool being more on like the bluish side. If you nail that, like I'm gonna have to say like 9 times out of 10, you don't need to touch your the white balance in post in Lightroom. Out of all the stuff there that I've shot, because it's relatively, I shoot in this space here, so my camera's already set up for this for the white balance in this room. Out of what my last, I'm gonna say like what 15 or 20 posts that that were photos, not reels, just photos, I did not have to touch white balance at all in post in Lightroom. But the few posts there that I shot outside, like the ones there when I brought Omega Libra to the park, when I brought Project Chimera, the Phoenix from Project Chimera to work, and I shot in the parking lot. Those ones I needed to correct because, well, again, my camera was set for here, and for the Project Chimera, that one I only had a little bit of time because I only had like an hour for lunch, so I had to eat, do this, do that, typical lunch break stuff, like you decompress and everything. And then after that, I only had like maybe about like 20 minutes to shoot, see my images, import them to Lightroom, change, and then go back on the floor. So 20 minutes to do all that. That was yeah. I decided not to touch my white balance there. Okay. The only thing I've done in Lightroom is brighten and sharpen the pics that had the glow effect paint. I may need some recommendations later in detail on what you tweak in with Lightroom. Okay, dude, I got you. You and I we'll do a private video call, and I'll give you like a little crash course on Lightroom. Question for me to you: are you using Lightroom or Lightroom Classic? Oh, I hear my dog right outside the door. And me personally, I use like Lightroom, but I don't know. I like Lightroom more. Jeez, man, I love these knickers. I like Lightroom more on desktop than I do on my tablet, simply because when I use the histogram, the histogram. I was gonna say pictogram. When I use the histogram, it's you have a whole sidebar where you can see like all your settings, whereas when you're on mobile, it's directly on the image, so it's like that overlay kind of impacts, but not by that much, but it still kind of impacts what you see. It doesn't say plastic. No, classic, like old school, original, classic, like Coca-Cola classic, not plastic. Lightroom Classic, it's well, here, I'll show you really quick. Where is my Lightroom? So Lightroom looks like this, and Lightroom Classic, the colors are inverted with gray, and it says LRC instead of LR. Ah, no stress, dude. I'm streaming straight from my phone speaker, so it's probably the audio is not the best either on my end. Like I said earlier at the beginning, I'm still starting out on Twitch. I'm working with what I have. I don't have no crazy microphone or anything. It's just either straight up off the device or AirPods, but they're not in today. They're not in today. Okay, so you have the full Lightroom. Like, I say full in quotation marks because there's not really much of a difference between the two of them. It's just the UI, the user interface, where you see the difference. Like, Classic looks really old school. Like, I want to say not Windows. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say Windows. It has that Windows 98 look, I guess, or like Windows 99. Whereas Lightroom, it looks perfectly up to date there, and yeah. All right, so moving on to the next piece. Usually, the way I clean up my pieces, so these ones have to be worked on. These ones are already done. So usually when I do my pieces, I sort them by size. So like small, medium, and large. And then depending which of the three piles has more to clean, then I would start with the biggest pile in terms of quantity, not size of the parts, and then work my way down. Ooh. But I could tell you for a fact though about Lightroom, it's okay. I'm not paying for the full app, so I can only use it on pics, not video, unfortunately. Like, yes, you can use Lightroom on video, I think, but me, I use it exclusively for photos. And me, I do pay for it. I pay for the Adobe photography plan. Here, well, for me, it's like, 15 Canadian a month. And it comes with access to, shit, I cut that a little deep. Damn, that's how sharp these nippers are. They're so good you don't even notice until it's too late. So yeah, it comes with full access to Lightroom, Lightroom Classic, Photoshop, Premiere Rush. Premiere Rush, what that is, it's basically like a video editing for, it's, you remember how back in the day when the iPhone App Store launched, there was like light version of apps like Temple Run Lite, Angry Birds Lite with ads and all that stuff. It's basically a light version of Premiere Pro, which is for video editing. But again, no ads, because if you're paying for it, there's no ads. It's just like you could do less things with Premiere Rush than you can with Premiere Pro. And then there's a few other things that come with it. So for the photography plan, at the price point I'm paying, comes with 20 gigs of cloud storage. But you can pay for a more expensive plan that gives you 100. Is it 100 gigs? No, I think it's 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte of cloud storage. But that's like a bit double. That's like what, 30 or 40 Canadian. So, again, with my Lightroom Classic, with my Lightroom and my photography plan, because I'm paying for just the 20 gigs of cloud storage, I find myself constantly deleting older edited projects that I have not already exported to maintain space. Ooh, that was a clean cut. See, these clear pieces are so fun in terms that it's basically 2 snips, 1 snip off the runner, 1 snip to cut the rest of the nib off, and done. Quick and effective. Boom. Like nobody's business. So, also, Dan, you would ask me if you're still here. You had asked me before in the DMs, do I plan on painting the Dynames? Yes, I do. Yes, I do indeed. So, everyone's seen my Omega Libra, and I think with seeing that, you could kind of tell where I'm going with this. So, my Omega Libra, both 1.0 and 2.0. So I'll give you a bit of story behind that first. So 1.0 was the first 00 riser that I built, but that was, I believe, my third overall kit that I built since I started this hobby. And I painted that during the height of the pandemic because, you know, there was a pandemic, lockdown, jack shit to do. So, yeah. And during that project, while I was painting it, there were so many things that went wrong. I broke the V-fin antenna for his forehead. I ran out of paint colors, or the specific colors of, I think it was the black. I ran out of metallic black. And I also ran out of gloss black, like regular gloss black. So I had to go to flat and do a gloss top coat, and the results were just disgusting. Like I was not happy with it. So that led me to getting a second 00 riser kit and repainting that properly. Like I actually planned that out, painted it, hit it all with I did that one with the airbrush 2.0, but 1.0 was done exclusively with spray cans because I wasn't sure if I was gonna, you know, keep going on the customization of this hobby, but I did. And that got dubbed Omega Libra 2.0. So that brings me to what I'm doing with the Dynames and why I purchased. Oh, this is gonna be chunky. I don't know if I'll be able to get this all in frame, guys. Why I purchased, oh Jesus, the big boy Virtue. Yeah, no, this thing's huge. I could barely. Why I got the big boy Virtue. And the smaller boy, way easier to get in frame. The smaller boy Curios. All in MG, of course, because you know that's. Because you guys know MG's my jam. So it originally started with 00 Omega Libra, which was basically the first in what I'm dubbing Project Zodiac. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Basically what Project Zodiac is okay, at least for me, I am taking these 4 kits, giving them a designation with the Greek alphabet, Alpha, Omega, Epsilon, Delta, Zeta, that kind of stuff, along with a star sign, like astrology star sign, like Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, that kind of shit. So, Omega Libra, 00 riser, because it had the 2 drives, I dubbed that Omega Libra. A, because it was my favorite kit of 00, or favorite suit of Gundam 00, and also me being, I am actually a Libra. And that also got dubbed Omega because, as you know, they all have, like the star signs each all have like their own sign, like Virgo has that M, I think. Shit. In terms of symbols, I can't even, like, off the dome, I can't remember. But the one for Libra was also the Omega sign, so that name was pretty self-explanatory. And because it had the 2 drives, you know, to balance it out, Libra balance, you know what I mean? So this one, Dynames, being the sniper, the long distance, I'm naming it Sagittarius. But the Greek alphabet, I've yet to decide which letter I'm gonna give it. Because both, I want the name to like roll off the tongue. Because like Omega Libra, that's, that sounds like pretty dope. So like Epsilon Sag, or like Alpha Sag, I don't know. I could tell you for a fact that Virtue, because Virtue's technically 2, it's Virtue with all the armor and the Nadley Gundam with, under the armor. That one's going to be dubbed Gemini because, it's got the 2. Again, in terms of the Greek alphabet, that those are still up in the air. And Kyrios being a transformer, that one I've yet to decide for both the star sign designation and the Greek alphabet designation. And the color scheme for those, they're gonna be relatively similar. Like, I'm gonna go with a mostly matte black, but they're gonna have a color to complement it. So the Omega Libra was matte black, a dark burgundy red, and gold. The Dynames, which is going to be Sagittarius, I'm thinking I might go matte black, silver, with, I guess blue. So I don't want it to be green because, Dynames is already green off the bat, so I want it to kind of be something else. I might do orange because the opposite of blue is red on the color spectrum. So the opposite of green is orange. So I think I might make this one orange. Virtue. Color scheme, I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there. I'm still a bit of a ways away. But this one is not that much of a secret as the Project Chimera. Oh. Flawless. I actually have them all lined up right here, Project Chimera, the 4 of them. I did take a little break off of those because, the entire Unicorn line, like the Unicorn, Banshee, Phoenixes, even if they're Verkaz or not, or regular releases, they're all the same. The only difference between the Verkov full armor, minus the MGEX, because that one was just designed differently for the lighting system. But all the base unicorns, they all have the same runners. The only difference between the Verkov and the original release was that the Verkov came with maybe like a different runner or an extra runner to for the leg articulation. But those are all present in the Banshee, the Phoenix, and yeah, so those basically being 4 of the exact same kit, I kind of decided to take a little break because the burnout was real on that. Like I was doing it, I was painting them up, and then I felt myself losing steam part way through priming the 3rd kit. So I still had to paint the 3rd kit and then prime and paint the 4th one. So yeah, I felt myself losing steam after priming the 3rd one. And then I was like, okay, I really absolutely need to take a break. Just specifically from that project. So I did that. I have the rest of the weapons already here. They're all clean. I just have to paint, prime then paint. Everything's clean. I have all the designs on my iPad and everything. And yeah, so I just have to paint them up. But again, for variety's sake, I opted to leave them as is for now, temporarily. But I do fully plan on getting them done because they're just the weapons, so it's I might quote unquote double dip. And when I'm priming my next kit to paint, which is most likely gonna be the Barbatos for the 3 Gunplateers, or my super spicy hidden collab that I'm working on with another creator in the company. Wow. In the community. I may paint those at the same time because some colors are gonna be used that I'm using on, well, for those with the armor and weapons. So yeah, I may double dip in that regard. Okay. Man, I swear these these razor glass files, man, they really cut the build time. Okay. Got a few pieces left. I wonder if anyone's like seen or heard, well, everyone's probably heard about this up to this point, but that Titanic submersible, yo. So I remember seeing, what I think it was like last year, that within the next 2 or 3 years would be the last time that we would be able to go visit the Titanic under sea. Because, you know, global warming, the Earth shifting and all that stuff, the overall wreckage is gonna be displaced too deep that we can't reach it. Or I think it's more accurate to say we just don't have the technology to reach it yet. So yeah, going into that, I wonder if you guys are up to date with the submersible that went missing a few days ago. Has anyone seen that? I know it's like a random topic to go into, but yeah, it's been all over my social media. You have it, dude. It's quite interesting actually. I believed when I checked it a few hours ago, there was maybe like I might be wrong. I believe they said that there's about like 36 hours left of oxygen in that submersible left. So, yeah, either they're found soon, or they're joining the poor souls that were in the Titanic when it went down. And I think it was like, what, $250,000 for a trip like that? But it comes with like that 250,000, a quarter of a million. Who the fuck's gonna drop a $250,000 to go underwater, man? I'd rather drop that $250,000 to go somewhere where, you know, I could town on a beach or some shit, you know. That's just me though. But yeah, it comes with the whole covers like your travel, lodging, and all that good stuff. But still, man, $250,000. It's a lot. Oof. It's getting hot in here, man. I'm gonna crack a window. It's probably a bad decision because it's just as hot outside as it is inside. Alright, we got 2 pieces left to clean. And then we are going to assemble like the Avengers. The head. I actually thought of a nice spicy reel while cleaning this head up. All I'm gonna say is that it includes a song about heads rolling. And I want to apologize for the noise outside since I opened the window, because they are cutting the grass in my area. And since I live in an apartment, you know, it's like it's one company that comes, not even the landlords, it's one company that comes and does all the properties that they own, which is pretty much the whole entire block. So if you hear a lawnmower that gets closer, I apologize in advance, guys. Okay, that's done. Oh my goodness, look at that. What gate, dude? Ever since I purchased these gun primer products, man, oh my goodness, I have no regrets. This is probably the 5th kit that I've done using, no, 6th kit, because I did the entirety of Project Chimera, which is the 2 unicorns, the Banshee, the Phoenix, plus accessories. And then I also did the Hainu, and so that makes 5. And this would be number 6 using the gun primer stuff. I swear, man, this gun primer stuff, it is on point, dude. No regrets. If we know where that's from, you're a real one. Drop in the comments if you guys know where that's from. No regrets. Fucking funny movie, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to watch that tonight, actually. So I've been on air for about 40-ish minutes. Who wants to hear my eventful work story? Dan, I know I told you this already. I told you and Reno. Shout out to the 3 Gunplateers. Check us out on Facebook. We don't have, why did I say Facebook? We don't work on Facebook. Instagram. They're owned by Facebook, so yes. Anyways, the 3 Gunplateers. We are working on some spicy stuff. We don't have an official page, but the accounts are DB36 Gundam Bolin, who is presently in the chat with us. Another one of our close friends, Renovin Gundam 7. That's RENOVAN. I believe it's Gundam 7. Let me just double check. I don't want to expose anyone up in here. Let's see. Yeah, Renovin well, here we go. Renovin Gundam 7. This is my buddy Dan, who's in the chat with us, and myself, of course. So check us out. We're doing some cool things, man. Some cool collab stuff. Shit, I completely digressed. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, my work story. So yeah, I had already told them the story because it happened relatively recently, like yesterday actually. So, have you guys ever heard of getting fired for being overqualified for your job? I'm sorry, it's still funny to me. I've never heard about anyone getting fired for being overqualified. So basically, okay, before I jump to that story, now we are assembling the head. Everything's clean, everything's ready. Gonna put a head on this body. So basically, the company that had hired me was a company that I used to work for, but the property got bought out by another company in the same industry, all in the cannabis industry. And what had happened was they had hired me for an operator position. This goes like so. Yes, they had hired me for an operator position to operate an automated packaging machine. And the machine, being a machine, well, it operated a certain way. And that way was How the hell? I messed up. And that way, basically, it operated purely by random decision, right? Because it's a machine, and yes. So we had told them that it wasn't gonna work out doing it the way that they wanted because, well, it's a machine. You could only control it to a certain extent. So what had happened was I was my 3 months. Okay, because when you get a job here in Canada, it tends to vary in different parts of the world, but there's usually a 3 month probationary period. Oh wait, hold on. So this is, yes, this goes like so. So there's basically a 3 month probationary period, and my 3 month probationary period was up this coming Sunday. And this, so 4 folds up, and then hold on, let me just make sure I'm doing this right, guys. The last thing I want is to, there we go. Oh, I see. This is a sniper head from the camera. Okay, I got it. So my probationary period was going to be up on this coming Sunday, and here where I live in Canada, it's a holiday, a long weekend. This Friday, and well, yeah, because it's province exclusive, it's literally just this Friday. So they had sat me down and they told me, they're like, look, basically we're not getting the results that we wanted with the machine, and you're basically overqualified to be doing the entry level work in this position, because like I feel like you'd be like unhappy, like in a way. Yeah, I would be, of course, because like, you know, they hired me to do a certain job and then all of a sudden it's not happening. So yeah. So basically they told me, ooh, crisp, that you're basically too good. You're basically too good, and we gotta let you go. Hold on, I feel like I missed a spot here. Oh yeah, I totally missed a spot here because I was into that story. So they decided to let me go because I'm overqualified to do, quote unquote, that entry level work. I need the part splitter. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I have lost jobs in the past. You know, layoffs, etc., company closures, and yeah. So this was the first time I had been let go because I was too good at a job. They didn't decide to transfer me or to another department or anything. Just straight up like, yeah, like you're done. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna fight it. Fuck it. I didn't say that to them in the moment, but I was like, you know, like, fuck it. I'll take my talents to South Beach like LeBron. Oh shit. And then that goes in. There we go. That's more like it. And then I need holographic part. Look at these. These are beautiful. I really dig these holographic parts. It sucks that half of them you won't even be able to. Oh, actually, you would. You see them on the side there, but they're like locked in. But yeah. So basically, that's what happened. They didn't want to transfer me to another department, and also at the same time, they didn't want to change my post to a lower post because I was too good. So yeah, that is what had happened. Again, let me know if you guys have ever let me know if you guys have ever been let go from a job because you're too good, or if you know someone who has and they want to share the story. Let me know, because that's interesting AF. Okay, so I am going to take off these parts first. B and C. Put them in because they only stay into place. Okay, and then I need this here. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. Okay, that goes there. So, yeah, I'm not even mad or anything. It is what it is, you know. It's like, Yeah, it's always a BS excuse, man. I think what it was just that I was a little too expensive for the company in terms of they were gonna pay me. Oh, I put it the wrong way. Yeah, so I was getting paid X amount, and then in my contract after the end of the 3 months, I was supposed to get a pay increase, but I think they just couldn't afford it. But yeah, that is my story. That is what happened to me yesterday, guys. So, how is that a good thing? That is a good thing in the sense that where the company was located, it was quite far. It was like at least a 2-hour drive every day, like an hour there, an hour back. And I would often get caught. Oh, look at that. I'd often get caught in traffic on the way home. And yeah, just that itself was what was a killer, man. Like, gas is expensive. Gas is just straight up going up. Whoops. That goes there. Gas is just going up. The distance, because of how far it was, I'm doing like oil changes more often and everything, so it's like, it was kind of an L, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a decent paying job. Okay, let's see how this goes. This is like this. No, it's like this. Wait a minute, let's see the box. Okay, here's the box. And I swear some of these designs are a little confusing. I was telling my buddy the story today as to how it happened, and this guy, I swear to God, he was laughing. He was laughing so hard. He's like, yo, basically, you're too good, you're too greasy at your job, so we gotta let you go, man. You can't compete with you can't compete with the rest. Yo, when you said it like that, bro, I was dying. Like, hold on. One. How the hell? Does it come out? Oh, haha, gotcha. Right, that doesn't look right. Oh. Yes, that is right. How about that? There you go. So we got the head completed, and let's just move. Oh, whoa, not that far up. And there we go, guys. You got the head up in there, head and body. Now we're gonna do the arms, but first, I gotta take an update photo. Which is good, because I get to show you guys a little bit as to how I do my photography. So, first things first, I gotta put my memory card back in the camera. And pick a lens. I'm gonna go with my new favorite lens, the Nifty 50. It's pretty bomb. See, what I like about this Nifty 50, I've gotten a few recommendations on using it, well, purchasing it before using it. Shout outs to David Roberts, another good friend in the community, who is also a photographer. And the Nifty 50 has a pretty sick feature, which is, oh yeah, with the teal light in the background, oh yeah, which is, it doesn't have a zoom, but it's locked into a very shallow depth of field. Or I wouldn't say shallow, but it's locked, because it doesn't have a zoom, it has one set depth of field, DOF, and it gives a pretty sick bokeh effect. And basically what the bokeh is, it's that sick blurry, you know, you gotta get down and gritty sometimes, you know? The DOF is, or the bokeh effect is that sick blurry effect that you see in some backgrounds. Like if you have an iPhone, or pretty much any smartphone these days, and you set it to portrait mode, how it focuses on the subject. Well, let's see what these are looking like. Oh, that is sick. Okay. I don't know if you guys could see that properly, but that's what I'm talking about. Focuses on the subject, but blurs out the background. Like that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, he actually gave me some tips to using it, and I must say, the man knows what he's talking about. He really does. He really does. Man, it's like it almost brings the shot to life, man. And it's because it doesn't really have, or it doesn't have the zoom at all. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, man, it almost brings it to life. Okay. Stay tuned for those shots later, guys. Probably, if not tonight, tomorrow for sure. Gonna add some editing sauce to it. And yeah. So, if you want to see those images, follow me on Instagram. Your boy, YABOII_creates. And you will see the magic. Always cover up, because you know you don't want dust to get into your camera, messing it up. Then you got to bring it to get it cleaned and all that good stuff. All right, so again, there we go. There's the head and body completed. So you're going to set this to the side here, and now make sure my files are clean for the next round. That's what this masking tape is for. If you guys could see, like the color, the red and the green, there's some white in there too, but it'll be kind of tough to see the white. But that's what I'm doing here. I'm cleaning the files by removing whatever leftover plastic dust is on said files, because that's how the files were down. That's why, if you see here, I got two of them. This one here at the top, oh yeah, it's pretty hard to see. But yeah, it's got, oh, you see? Look at that. Forgot to clean this one. I got dust on my finger. So we're just gonna clean this. But this, in the same sense as the God Hand nippers, this one I used it a lot, and I would use it without cleaning it all the time, so it kind of wore down. So I don't know if you guys could see that, but there's like some spots like around here and around here where the file is not as effective because, well, it got worn down. It is a file. I'm pretty soon I'm gonna have to change the balancer, but don't worry, I have those en masse. So now for the arms, I will need the A, B, both C runners, both D runners, E2, both F runners, my favorite holographic parts. And stick. Okay, well, the stickers. Well, we're gonna do that afterwards. And when I say afterwards, I mean after we're done painting, because you don't want to paint over the stickers. Also, before I continue, none of these, well, minus this, are water slides. So that indicates that the kit and the color separation is magnificent. So you don't really need to spend that extra time, putting the water slides on, etc., etc. But yeah. So let us start by removing the arms. Time it is 7 o'clock. Okay. So we're gonna go with both the D runners. They're both the same. I just labeled them on my runner holders as D1 and D2 because for some parts of it you're gonna take, well, there's one part there that you need. For example, like the head, it needed a part D14, but there's only one head in the kit, so it's like I still have D14 here, but that one's gonna be unused. So yeah. Okay, so we're looking for D11 and 12. Okay, well, let me just, before I start that, do a little bit of nub cleanup. Does anyone else have like a little collection of nubs that they keep? It's me. I have mine right here. This little jar is what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is 12 kits worth of nubs. About to be 13 when this one is done. But I just have them all like, yeah, all in here just chilling. I saw this cool thing like about a year and some change ago on Instagram. This guy, he had like a nice, not really like a mason jar, but like a jar, glass of course, and he had silhouettes cut out of just like different suits, and then he put the silhouette like on off a piece of blank paper, of course, and he put it to line the jar, and then he just filled that jar up with nubs exactly like this. And since I saw him do that, I want to do that myself because that looked pretty dope, not gonna lie. So we need 11 and 12. So see these nippers, it just did this, which is good, but if I was to use the blue ones, you're gonna see it probably slide down and probably crush the plastic. Yeah, you see, crushed it compared to cutting it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna exclusively use these red ones for now. This is why it's good to have multiple different tools, even multiple of the same tool, because wear and tear is real, guys. Whoops. So that, and I need the 11 for this one as well. Well, 11 and 12, they're up here. I saw one guy who did this question for a chance to win a kit. Oh, okay. You see, now that's the thing. I'm not doing it for a nub count, dude. I'm not gonna sit and count all of these. Fuck that, dude. But yeah, if it's to win a kit, okay. Depending on the kit, then maybe, if for me to sit and actually like do like a guesstimation contest to win a kit, that kit would have to be something spicy, man. And when I say spicy, I mean like on the terms of like very hard to get P Bandai translucent kit, or like a Gundam based limited kit or something. But Yeah, man, yo, if I was to do that for shits and giggles, nah, forget it. Nah, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm not even considering thinking about that. Okay, hold on. So we got 11 and 12 off of both, and then I need D5. Okay. So, I have another story for you guys. I swear, this is turning to Gunpla and chill to Gunpla and story time with Trey. So, this one is about a video game pre-order. For those who don't follow me on Instagram and see my stories, well, yeah, this one's a bit deeper than what I just posted recently. So, you would think lightning does not strike twice, right? Oh, buddy. Lightning fucking strikes twice, at least with me. And I won't be surprised if it happens a third fucking time in the future. This is me jinxing my chance to look like. I'm gonna knock on wood just in case. So, a few years ago, this is D2. A few years ago, I had pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII Remake because I am a huge Final Fantasy fan. Like, I am a diehard Final Fantasy fan. And I need both C's. And so yeah, I had pre-ordered 7 Remake on PlayStation. And that had a release date of, I think it was like March, like mid-March or something like that. And man, I was so excited. I was so stoked because it was like, it's a remake, bro. This game dropped like maybe like a good like 20 plus years ago on PS1 originally. So I was supposed to get it, and I did this pre-order. I think it was from GameStop this time. So I was supposed to get it with the tracking, and it was supposed to pop up, I swear to God, like 3 days before the game was released. 3 motherfucking days, man. Sorry, I'm heated, man. I'm getting heated just thinking about this story. And this one had no fault on GameStop. This was purely the shipping company. Those fuckers, yeah. So they had showed up to my house 3 days early to deliver it. No one was home. Okay, I understand that. They left those like we missed you, come to this address to come pick it up like the next business day after 5 p.m. or whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? I can still get it a couple days beforehand. Bro, I show up the next day at what? I think it was like what, 5:36, because it said like after 4:35 you could come pick it up. I get there. These motherfuckers, yo. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have it here. I just did a check. It's still on the truck. Well, bro, why the fuck would you leave the package on the truck when you guys clearly left a notice saying it'll be available to pick up here after 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's fucking 6 o'clock the next day, like when it should be available. So basically, it was a game of tag for like 3 days. 3 fucking days, and then the official release date came, and I still didn't have it for day 1 playing. And after that, well, guess what? It was the weekend. The shipping company is closed on the weekend, so I had to wait till fucking Monday. Monday again, same shit. They didn't have it, so I ended up getting it like almost a week later. Ah, boy, I was pissed, man. I swear to God. I got this. Yes. So that was my first pre-order story. Now again. Fast forward like 3 years later and some change. Final Fantasy 16. And I swear to God, it's always with Final Fantasy games, man. It's only fucking Final Fantasy. And this time it was motherfucking Best Buy. I'm sorry for swearing a lot, but that's how intense I am about my Final Fantasy, man. Don't fuck with the man in this Final Fantasy. Anyways, so I pre-ordered 16. I think it was, what, the 21st of December. Straight up, 6 months ago, literally to this day. Exactly 6 months ago. And fucking Best Buy, they only shipped it off legit fucking today, bro. like today, the day the game was supposed to release. And so I was checking the tracking, and it's like, okay, it'll show up latest. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna read that comment. I just want to finish my story first, bro. Oh my god, I was so fucking heated. So it was supposed to show up originally. The tracking said today at not today, sorry, tomorrow, earliest, Friday the 23rd. I'm like, all right, no problem. Then I check it maybe about like just before I started the stream. Shit, I dropped a piece. And no yoga? Yeah, no yoga. Haha, gotcha. That's C24 and C25. So yeah, I checked it again before I started the stream. These motherfuckers now said I'm supposed to get it Tuesday. What the actual fuck is the point of pre-ordering a game well in advance to have it for day one if you're not even gonna get it on day one? Like, yo, honestly, at this fucking point, like, bro, I'm like, I have half a mind to call them, but then they're gonna be like, oh, there's nothing we can do, we already shipped it, blah, 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 blah. It says, if you read the fine print, this and that, da 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 da. Nah, fuck you, go fuck yourself, I'm sorry. So I honestly think moving forward, I'm going to go digital. But I know there's a part of me that won't allow that to happen because I like having physical versions of just of my Final Fantasy games, man. And not just physical versions, physical collectors, not collectors, but like deluxe editions. So I have the deluxe edition remake. I know for a fact I'm gonna do the pre-order. This time I'm gonna do it. Fuck Best Buy. Like, seriously, absolutely fuck Best Buy. I'm gonna do my pre-order from GameStop because it wasn't GameStop that was the issue for 7 remake. It was the shipping company. This time it was Best Buy's fault, not the shipping company. So like, I just can't win. And I'm honestly scared that I'm gonna get struck again by lightning with this third situation. I just realized that 13 was a trilogy. Final Fantasy 13 was a trilogy, and the third one in that trilogy was called Lightning Returns, yo. Huh. Alright, Dan. I have a Final Fantasy 7 horror story for the original PS1 release. Oh, I bought 4 copies from different game stores with 2 disc 2. Oh, bro, and no disc 3. Oh, dude, that's that's bad. Took me forever to find a store in my area that wasn't affected by this mishap from when they were even messed up from the batch that came to my town. Dude, bro, that's ridiculous. So you got disc 1, played that no problem. Disc 2, played that no problem. Went to go to put in disc 3, but then your PlayStation probably told you, no, sorry, this is disc 2, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Man. I feel your pain, dude. Oh, man. I just download digital now. I game share with my bestie, so digital is the way to go for me. I used to be like you and wanted physical copies, but with game sharing, any game either of us own digitally, the other can play. But the thing is, though, is that is an Xbox feature. And me, okay, hold on. Let's let this truck pass because, it just wants to kill my vibe. You know what? I'm just gonna close the window for now. There we go. Yeah. So PlayStation does have a feature similar to that. But the thing about that though is that C26 is that it has to be running on the other. Okay, so for example, say you have a PS5 and I have a PS5. This feature went live back in the PlayStation 4 days. So I digress. So for example, say we both have a PS5 and I have, say, Horizon Zero Dawn, but you don't have Horizon, but you want to play it. You could play it on mine. Like, I could send you, like, I could essentially send you the game, but, like, you would take over the console pretty much, and I would be locked out of playing it on my end, essentially. So, that, I'm not gonna lie, that is a killer feature that Xbox has that Sony doesn't, or PlayStation doesn't. But I'm not gonna lie, man, like, I'm not gonna convert over. I'm not gonna switch it up because I don't know. PlayStation's my baby, man. I've been with Sony since PS1. Like the PlayStation 1 was my first ever console that I've owned. Like I remember my mom got it for me when I was a kid when she was still alive, man. Man, I remember Crash Bandicoot on that. I don't know if anybody remembers, but back in the day, before this is like years before online gaming was a thing. Gaming companies used to release demo discs with demos of games. So I remember on the demo disc that I had, it had this like, I think it might have been Earthworm Jim. It had the Tekken 3 demo. It had the Spyro demo. Yeah, man. Oh my God, those are the days, man. I remember that. But that was before things were as easily accessible as just hopping onto the store and then just like downloading it as, you know, at will, right? So this is D, so I need 17, 16, 18. But yeah, no, that just goes to show how much gaming has come and how long we've been gaming, man. From PlayStation 1, that's legit like 5 generations of consoles. So this was 16. I need 17. And 18. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's my Final Fantasy horror story. Okay, hold on. If you ever have some crossplay games, you should check with me. If I have it, we should jam. Oh, dude, I'm so down. Actually, earlier today, because now I have some more spare time on my hands, I was actually playing Warzone with one of my buddies who actually has plays on Xbox. So yeah, I can tell you off the top of my head, crossplay games that I have: Rocket League, Warzone, Gundam Evolution, and I don't know if you play Destiny, but Destiny is my jam, dude. That's like that Destiny is my shit pretty much. So if ever like you want to play, like I'll definitely send you like a in-game request, like a Destiny, a Bungie request, or Warzone. I'll send you an Activision request. And yeah, dude, we go hop in and like just crush some shit, dude. I'd be so down. So it's D. And then these are, I believe, the shoulders. Yeah, so I'm working on the shoulders right now. And hold on. Let me just double check. I don't want to mix. I don't want to see that I got mixed up here. Perfect. Wait a minute. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So here we'll go. D1 back here. And then D2 back here. And then now we need the C runners. And then I believe these are all. So C, and F. On the next page, brings you to the actual right now. Okay, yeah. So this right now are the shoulder parts, which is these parts right here. And I think I'm gonna clean these up, and then after I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. So we still got a little bit of work to do. And then I'm gonna start editing those photos there that you guys saw me take of this Dynames head. I don't have Modern Warfare 2, but I have the first one. Never played Destiny, but I believe it's on. Dude, Destiny is actually free to play. So, okay. Actually, before I get into that, I was actually watching a video yesterday by Aztec Cross. Yeah, this guy's he's so captivating in his videos that like, not only his videos but even his live streams too. But yeah, he's so captivating. It's like his energy is so contagious. 27, 41, 42. So yeah, he was actually saying, or the video was about how Bungie, I know people who know gaming a little bit. They know Bungie is responsible for the OG Halo games that came out on Xbox and Xbox 360. And then after that, well, it's not that they sold out, but they sold or Microsoft bought the IP. 42 and 41. Microsoft bought the IP to make it like legit their own, and then, well, they did what they did with it. So, he was talking about how Bungie, even though they made it free to play in, I think it was 2018, but the thing is that it's like, to really enjoy Destiny to the fullest, you gotta pay, because it you only get access to like some content. So you get access to Gambit, which is like a PvPvE mode. It's pretty fun. I feel like people throw a lot of shit at Gambit for no reason. Like, yeah, there are, like any semi-competitive to full-on competitive game mode, you're gonna get your sweaty tryhards. Like, that's inevitable. There's no escaping that. So you get access to Crucible, which is the dedicated PvP. Certain events, certain dungeons that you don't have to pay for, that comes with the game. But yeah, he was talking about how Bungie is low-key selling out to become that machine, I guess, that slaps in microtransactions. But it's mostly for cosmetics at this point. There are some, like, I'm not trying to deter you, right, like, from Destiny. Like, I love Destiny with a passion. Like, that's my shit, bro. Like, I'll fight anybody over that. Like, yeah. 30, hold on. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Legit 34 straight through to 38. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay, bet. But yeah, no, Destiny is like, it's a really fun game, man. And yeah, he was talking about how it's slowly becoming a pay to win, but it's not fully there yet. Cause, like, to get access to some of the, I guess, more fun content is like the term that he used. Like, you have to buy the expansions to get access to like the new subclasses. You gotta buy the expansions and everything. So when you get the base game, you get like your three original classes, which is Solar, aka Fire, Arc, aka Electric, and Void, aka Darkness. Well, or like Dark, I guess, because Darkness, it's a whole nother thing, Darkness in the game. So you get access to those. But then to get access to the two new subclasses, Stasis, which is Ice, and Strand, which I guess it's threading, but I'm really not explaining it properly, like the the Strand. But it's fun. Basically, that subclass, you get to swing around like Spider-Man, and like you have your grappling hooks, and it really advances the gameplay a lot. But again, like you were saying, to get access to those, you gotta pay, But yeah. So if ever you do decide to download Destiny and give it a shot, bro, I'm here for you, man. I'm here for it. Like, I feel like the current season, it's really fun. They added like a fishing mini game, dude, which is completely random, but it's still fun. Like, it's part of the gameplay loop for this season. So like every season it changes. I felt that way about Modern Warfare 1. That's why I didn't buy the second. All the cosmetic microtransaction content, whether you own it or not, took a quarter of a terabyte on my hard drive. Yo, I know, dude. I know. So games these days, man, they're getting bigger and bigger. Like, okay, so the thing about Xbox is that I believe you could buy it with different memory storages, and then I think you can upgrade the storage externally or internally. Sorry. I'm not too sure. Hold on, let me just highlight these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I did off of both runners. Oh shit, I need 47. But the PlayStation 5, regardless of version that you get, be it the disc version or the digital version, you only get 650 gigs of storage internally. But after the fact, after like when I say after the fact, I mean like let's see, 47 right here. After like just the basic software that's needed to run the game, the console, you're left with, I think, just over 500 or something. So at like you're pretty much forced to go buy either a new internal hard drive that you could expand in by installing into the console, or 47, or you could buy like an external hard drive, format it, and have it plugged in using up one of the USB slots on the console. So what I did was I got a 2 terabyte SSD. Make sure everything is... Oh shit, I forgot 38 off of this runner. See, this is why I do like a little comparison and make sure I got everything cut off of both. So yeah, here, let's get this 38, and now we are officially done. So yeah, I bought a 2 terabyte SSD and I installed that into... Ooh. Aha, gotcha. And I installed that externally in on the side. It's like $280 for a 2 terabyte internal upgrade. Yeah, man. The hard drive there that I got, it was the Samsung 980 SSD, 2 terabyte with the heatsink built in. 47. Let's cross that off. And dude, I got it on sale for Boxing Day last year, and I think it was like usually like 500. But I managed to get that for like, I think like about like what you said, about 280 after taxes. So like about like half off. So there's that, man. And that's all just to make sure I have enough space for my damn games, man. Alright. I'm back in 2 seconds, guys. Just gonna refill this. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back, guys. Yeah, okay, that truck is officially gone. I'm gonna crack this window open. Alright. Woo. Oh, ice cold, baby. That's what's up. Alright, F1 and F2. So 3 and 4 for both. Alright, that's light work. Okay, so where was I? Yes. Dan, I have a 4 terabyte external, but some of the newer games are labeled XS have to run on the internal, unfortunately. Yeah. My 4 terabyte external was only 130. Like, that's the thing. Because compared to the pricing behind internal versus external is legit the fucking size, man. So you're paying a premium to have the parts at a smaller size for an intro. Oh shit, Domino's, no! No, there you go. Ha 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 ha. So like yeah, you're paying your premium to get. Okay, hold on. How did I have this before? Was it like? Nope, it was like this. Aha, it was like this. Yeah, so you're paying your premium to get those parts compressed down to a smaller form factor. Like I could probably guess. Like, dude, that 4 terabyte, if you got that internally, it would have probably cost you. Okay, so if it's 280 for the 2 terabyte, I'm gonna say around like 400 for the 4 terabyte. For okay, and that's in USD. I remember when I was shopping around for my internal SSD, the 2 terabyte, the one that I got, was okay, when it wasn't on sale, it was about like $400 or $500. For the 4 terabyte, bro, it was easily $1,000. And I'm like, yo, honestly, I'm not paying the same price for a fucking console for a small motherboard or for a small chip that's about like this big. You know what I mean? No, like that's ridiculous. Like forget it. You're fucking crazy. All right. So here we go. Move that out the way. But yeah, like I said, it just comes down to the form factor and everything. I don't know what the size capacity max is for like internal hard drives for the Xbox, but I know for the PlayStation, the biggest at least for now, the biggest internal hard drive there that you could get is 4 terabytes. So I'm pretty sure you're versed in like tech to some degree. So it's like it goes 500 gigs, 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes to 4, then 8, and then 10. Not even 8. 4, 8, and then I think 10. And I think 10's where it maxes out because then it just gets too expensive at that point. But yeah, no, for gaming, dude. At least for me right now, the 2 terabyte is perfect. Like I don't need to worry about. Let's go with this older one here. Yeah. Like for now, I don't have to worry about games because I have my older stuff all on the hard drive, and I have the newer stuff on. Sorry, when I say hard drive, I mean like the actual PlayStation storage. But then I have some of the rest of the stuff on the expanded storage. And like games that I play less often, I also have on like my expanded storage. So, like right now, I am currently playing Destiny, of course, and I have Modern Warfare, not like the campaign or Modern Warfare 2, just DMZ, like Warzone, the Battle Royale mode that's free. I also have those and Spider-Man Miles Morales on my extended software because I don't play those as often. But Destiny, because that's like one of my main games, I have that on my main storage of the PlayStation because even though the load times are hard to like, they're pretty much like you can't really see them like from in terms of like if you're gonna count them like just like the average Joe, you can't even see like the load times. But yeah, I feel like just like that to avoid that because the read and writing off of the hard drive, whereas it's that like extra work there that's put in, you know. So just to avoid that, I just go straight up put my main games there that I play on my actual storage, and then the rest of the stuff on my extended hard drive. But Final Fantasy 16, when that comes in, that's oh man, that's going straight up on the main storage, man. There's no I can't even cap about that. That's just how that's gonna play out. I also have, I think I have Remake as well. That's I think I'm just gonna move it to my external because Rebirth, or the sequel, is coming out in January. I don't want to say January explicitly January, but the trailer said early 2024. So that would lead me to believe between January and March of 2024. Ah shit, I think that truck's coming back around for round 2, guys. Oh yeah, it's coming back around. Hold on. It's gonna pass. And he is gone. So, Remake was originally released in March 2020. So I think they might try to keep that same window of March. Around March. My prediction is March 2020, March 2024 for Rebirth, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. They just added one of the newer games for Final Fantasy VII on Xbox. Forget what it's called, but it showed Zack Cloud. Oh, okay, dude, this is what you're talking about. Hold on. I'll be back in a second. I gotta show you this. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey, Troy. Is it this one? Crisis Core? Because this one is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. It's basically a remake, or I don't want to say remake, it's a remaster of the original Crisis Core that came out on PSP back in, I think it was 07, 08? So it's a remaster of that. Can't say remake, because remake and remasters are two different things. Entirely two different things. But yeah, dude, that game too, oh, I fucking love that. I put in the hours on that on PSP back in the day, and when I heard that it was getting a next-gen re-release, oh, dude, I swear, I lost my shit, dude. I fucking platinumed that game in, like, I think a week and a half. I'm watching you on my Xbox, so I can't check at the moment. I also have the original version of set. Oh, the classic OG pixelated version. You see, the thing for me, though, why I can't really get back into, like, the older gen game, I have full respect for them. But the reason why I can't get back into them is because of the graphics, dude. Like, the graphics are so fucking dated, man. I can't. Like, my girlfriend, she was playing the Super Mario All-Stars trilogy there, where it was like the re-release of Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, and there's a third one, Sunshine 64. Fuck. I forget what the third game was that came with that bundle, but yeah, she was playing it, and she was loving it because it was hitting the nostalgia factor, like, hard for her. But for me, man, I don't know, I can't. I let myself get too spoiled with these next gen graphics, dude. Like, I'm so used to 4K, 60 frames per second. Like, I can't go back. Alright, that is good. A little cleanup here. That's just the older one. Okay, bet. Yeah, this piece looking nice. Man, one thing I do not like about this room is that it gets hot fast, man. What's today? Oh, that's why it's Thursday, man. Okay, that's garbage day. I'm like, yo, these guys are here early, man. Like, what the hell? Oh, no, it's Thursday. It's garbage day in my area. That's why this truck is lingering out. Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, it gets really hot in here, man. And yo, when I'm painting, forget it, man. I got heat from the compressor. The fan, the exhaust from the paint booth as well. Like, that's all just generates heat. And, like, the thing is, I really like painting and everything in the summer because you know it's warm. I can have the window open. I could like enjoy the weather. But again, on like hot days, like today, there was a heat wave I think a couple weeks ago as well. But thankfully I wasn't painting because like yeah, well it's not that I had nothing to paint. It's just like I opted not to. But yeah, man, it gets nasty hot. In the winter, I don't mind it, but painting in the winter, where I live, it's like okay, so where I live, it's full spectrum, man. Like, and I'm talking like plus 40-degree summers on with like humidex, and minus 40-degree winters with windshield factors, like at its worst, you know. So yeah. So for the winters, I don't mind it because I low key save on heating, you know. So it's like I have the heat set to like bare minimum for the overall room, but then I have the compressor for my airbrush and also the exhaust from the paint booth generating heat in this room, you know. So it's like I kind of save on heating in that sense a little bit. Okay. But yeah, another reason why I kind of don't like painting in the summer is because of the humidity and how it affects like the overall paint job. Like I've done it with spray cans in the past, and oh my goodness, just it I swear, man, the bubbling, because the humidity of the liquid in the air gets trapped under the layer of paint and the piece of plastic. So that's what causes the air bubbles, because the water evaporates after the paint's like dried up, and it leaves like a delicate like air bubble. And if you're not careful, that air bubble pops, and then you see, because it didn't have a chance to make contact fully with the piece, well, when it pops, man, you just get a ruined paint job, and that kind of sucks ass, if I'm being honest. Alright. Let's get this piece going here. Okay. So to avoid wear and tear on this glass file, you gotta clean it up with the tape. And look at all this plastic that got filed off. Alright guys, I think I'm just gonna clean up these pieces here. This bigger pile, plus this guy. Then I'm gonna call it a night because it's getting really hot in here. And I don't have the fan on, because if I do, you will not be able to hear me, and I don't feel like wearing my AirPods right now. So, yeah. I'm just gonna clean that up. Shouldn't be too much longer. But if you guys have really enjoyed hanging out with me tonight while I'm doing this little build stream, talking my shit, talking about complaining about video game pre-orders and company decisions, etc., drop me a follow. I'm here on I'm here on Twitch at your boy Trizzy. That's YABOIITRIZZY. You can catch me on Instagram, or I'm highly active on Instagram, especially nowadays because I have a lot more time, at your boy, spelled the same way, YABOII_creates. and you can see everything that I'm doing there, from my personal builds to my collab works. My collab works with two particular groups that I'm very fond of. One being the 3 Gunplateers, which I have another member in this chat actually, Dan DB36 _ Gundam Bobolin, and another one who's not currently present in the chat. That's Renovan.Gundam7. And then those 3, well, including me of course, those 3 people make up the 3 Gunplateers. And you could also catch me on the Gunpla Idea Factory podcast on my buddy David's YouTube channel. That's GGTH, Gundam and Games Thailand, on YouTube. You can check me out on that. You know, we're doing our thing there as well. So yeah, I'm working on some spicy content, guys. Especially now, well, for those who stuck around, who were here for a good while, who heard the story of my employment status. I got a lot more free time on my hands, but I'm gonna make the best of it this time around. Not to say that I didn't last time, but yeah, expect some spicy, juicy content, guys. So, this live stream will also be posted to my YouTube channel. That's your boy Creates. Same as my Instagram, minus the underscore, so just your boy Creates. It's been weird though with that, because I had some people tell me that it's hard to find like my channel, because when they type my channel in the search, damn, this guy, god damn, okay. Like when they type my channel name in the search, it doesn't pop up. So if anything, check out my Instagram page. The links are all there. Or even if you can't, hit me up on the DMs, Instagram, or be it Twitch. I don't even think Twitch has DMs, but hit me up on the Instagram DMs. Just let me know if you're like, yo Trey, I want the links to your socials, and I got you guys. And also just letting you guys know, it's only me operating that, so you will not run into no bots, no scammers, no schemers, scamming and scheming away. Nah. It's your boy. It's always been your boy. I'm always be your boy. Which brings up a question, actually. This is a fun one. So, oof. I was like nails on a chalkboard. So, with a bunch of rappers and all that stuff, so far there's only one rapper that I could think of that dropped the Lil from his name. So, you know, there's like Lil Wayne. What, like, how old do you have to be to drop the Lil or Young or whatever? Oh, actually 2, because Young Jeezy is now just Jeezy. The first rapper I was thinking about was Lil Bow Wow, who's now Bow Wow, who now goes by his gov name Shad Moss. I ain't trying to expose your shit, boy. Like, I'm just making conversation here. But yeah, no. How old does one have to be to drop the Lil or Young or whatever? Do you guys think that when Lil Baby, another rapper, I don't listen to any of their music besides Lil Wayne, because, you know, Libra, you got the same birthday, you know, Libra represent, what's up? Do you think Lil Baby, when this guy gets older, or I don't want to say older, but when he gets more experience in the rap game, not to say that he doesn't, but when he's been in the rap game for, like, say, like 20, 30 plus years, you think he's gonna go by, I don't know, like Lil Man or Lil Teenage? Little teenager, I don't know. I'm just talking shit at this point, man. But I don't know if you guys have an idea, let me know, like, in the comment section, or hit me up in the DMs. How old do you think one has to be to drop the Lil or whatever from their name? Let me know. This is a fun one, yeah. I've always wondered. Thank you for coming to my trade talks. Yeah, this heat's getting to me now, man. It's caliente up in here. I wouldn't know, but my bestie I game share with, which I know is a cliche to say, my best friend is a black dude. Dude, my best friend's a white dude, man. Like, what's up? And pay attention to probably would love to get into that convo. He was joking about that the other... No way. You see, no, because, dude, it's a valid question. Like, dude, okay, Lil Wayne, he's damn near, like... He's damn near his 50s. I'd even say, like, mid-50s. I'm not even sure. But, like... It'd be weird if this guy, like, at this point, to me, personally, I think it'd be weird if he goes from Lil Wayne to just Wayne, you know what I mean? Or if he decides to go, like, the comic book route and go, like, Old Man Wayne, you know, like Old Man Logan or Old Man Hawkeye. If this guy decides to go Old Man Wayne, yo, I'm calling it here. Today's what? Thursday, June 22nd at 7:53 p.m. I'm calling that if Lil Wayne decides to change his stage name to Old Man Wayne, you heard it here first, folks. I'm just saying. And I have I have it recorded, guys. I have it streamed, and I'm saving the stream to know that I said it first. All right? I'll fucking fight you on that one. But yeah, no, like I said, I think it's a very valid question, yeah. Because like I said, there's only 2 rappers. And the thing is, like, that's just like a rap thing, because you don't see nobody in like pop music or like country music, or okay, well, I can't say for country because that's like, I don't listen to that genre. And to be honest, I don't even listen to rap anymore. It's mostly like rock. A lot of, don't judge me, but a lot of anime stuff too is like, it's on my playlist. Shit, I don't want to say on my playlist. I have a whole playlist dedicated to anime. Like, look, if I go here, music, go down to playlist, this anime playlist updated yesterday. Holy shit. 26 hours and 48 minutes long, man. And I listen to this thing pretty much religiously, guys, so don't fucking judge me, alright? Leave me alone. Japan's been dropping some straight bangers, bro. I'm sorry. Man with a Mission, Cold Rain, like, oh, Lisa. Oh my god, Lisa, I melt to her voice, man. Jesus. If you guys don't know Lisa, I'm ejecting you from the chat forcefully. If you guys have watched Sword Art Online, Demon Slayer, yeah, nah, she's just, when you think anime music, or just J-pop, if she's not among like the first 3 artists that come out of your mouth, man, I don't know what conversation we're having at this point. But yeah, no, it's anyways, back to what I was saying. I digress. You only see that, like, that moniker in like the rap hip hop section, you know, of the music business, the music industry, I should say. So, with that said, how much longer do you guys think I should keep the ya boy part of of my name? Because if I do decide to change it, that's a lot of work, man. Because that's not just like my Instagram, that's like my Instagram, my Twitter. Okay, both, because I have 2 Instagram accounts, one personal, one professional, and that professional one would be my Gunpla account. So that one you see my photography, my editing, etc., etc. So both my Instagram accounts, my YouTube account, what else? Oh, my gamer tag on PlayStation. Like legit everything is either your boy Trizzy or your boy Creates, you know? So, but the one that creates, it's your boy _creates. So I was like, I have to change all of that, dude. And no lie, man, I've been rocking that your boy name since I was in high school. And I want to say like my early years in high school as well, dude. But I graduated in 2010. So we're now 2023. So you can just imagine how long I've been rocking those names, man, or that your boy part of that name. So if I do decide to change it, that'd be one hell of a change. Shit, I think I got a mosquito bite, dude. That's what that itch is. Oh my god. I did get a mosquito bite. I did not even... What the fuck? How? I didn't even go outside, man. You know, we don't touch grass out here. We're either inside gaming, building, editing, shooting photos, or watching anime. Yo, we don't touch grass. What is grass? Alright, got a few more parts left. Okay, and you managed to keep the stream a little under the 2-hour mark, which ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. And the best part is, too, I was taking my time. Let these parts clean up. Ooh, wait. And that's the thing I love about building Gunpla, man. It's so peaceful. Time flies by. You know, you get to... Okay, well, maybe not during the build process, but like after your kit's built. Oh, that's bad grammar. After your kit is built, you know, legit, the sky's the limit for your creativity. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off because this is all done. And but yeah, literally, like, the sky's the limit with your creativity. So it's like you could kit bash, take parts from other kits to really make it like your own personalized, customized Gunpla. Or you could even do what I did with like these guys here, where I took this kit, the Phoenix, stripped the shiny gold plating down, and then did my own custom paint job. Like, legit, the sky's the limit with this hobby, man. I fucking love it. Dan, I'm about finished up with my vid and pic shooting. We just got to do what I call my forever pose. And, oh, dude, okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 kits in their forever pose right now, too, man. It's like you're completely done with those. You're just gonna pose them up one last time, and that one last time is what they're gonna be stuck in, and like you're just moving on to new things after that. I feel you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so my 4 kits. Okay, I lied. I said 4, but actually one of them I'm going to use for a project in the future for the 3 Gunplateers. So, the 3 Forever kits, it's Double O Riser, aka Omega Libra 1.0, my very first ever kit that I built, which was the Strike Freedom, and one, because I have 2 of these ones, one of the Gundam Barbatos master grade that I got. And then the other master grade that I have, the other Barbatos master grade, I have the expansion kits for it. And that one I have not painted it yet because I have no idea what I want to do with that one. But I know I want to, like, well, with everything I put on that from the expansion part, the P Bandai expansion, that thing got, it's the wrong person to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, if I pulled up to a melee mobile kit brawl, I would not want to cross that guy. That's just me. Alright. So, we're almost done here. Alrighty. So, tomorrow is a holiday for us in this province of Quebec in Canada. And technically I would say I have a day off, but your boy got fired, so I have more than one day off. I'm indefinitely off. But again, like I said, I'm going to be using this time wisely. I'm going to be learning new skills that'll both help my hobby, my channels, and my career all at the same time. And if everything works out, my next job would be, well, content creation, doing my thing, you know? Trying to lock in some sponsorships, hopefully, for like the tools that I use. Gunpla, looking at you. And God Hand as well, hopefully. And I wouldn't mind a sponsorship from Mr. Hobby Paints, because well, you guys can't see, but I have a whole shelf of Mr. Hobby products right up there. All OCD numerized and everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean up these files, and then I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Appreciate all of you guys for joining me tonight. And if you guys really like what you saw, okay, so my schedule that I have up right now, it's not really accurate. I gotta redo that. So don't follow that schedule. But if you guys like what you've seen, drop me a follow. Instagram, YouTube, your boy _creates. Twitch, your boy Trizzy. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys all for joining me tonight, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.